готов.
Здравствуйте, дорогие студенты! Я рад вас приветствовать. В связи с тем, что недавно прошел Международный день борьбы со СПИДом, представители актива медицинского факультета совместно с вашим преподавателем Романом Васильевичем решили провести для вас интерактивную познавательную лекцию для расширения вашего кругозора по проблеме с ВИЧ-инфекцией. Была предложена идея проведения данного мероприятия на английском языке, so let's begin speaking English. And the presentation of our topic is HIV, AIDS. You should know that. Prepared by fourth-year medical student Флоря. So, let's begin. What is World AIDS Day? World AIDS Day is held on the 1st December each year and is an opportunity for people worldwide to unite in the fight against HIV, show their support for people living with HIV, and to commemorate people who have died. So, December the 1st is the World Day of Struggle Against AIDS. What are HIV and AIDS? HIV is a virus that gradually attacks the immune system, which is our body's natural defense against illnesses. If a person becomes infected with HIV, they will find it harder to fight off infections and diseases. The virus destroys a type of white blood cells. Обратите внимание на доску. Вот так выглядят white blood cells, called T helper cells, and makes copies of itself inside them. AIDS is a syndrome caused by the HIV virus. It's when a person's immune system is too weak to fight off many infections and develops when the HIV infection is very advanced. This is the last stage of HIV infection, where the body can no longer defend itself and may develop various diseases, infections, and it left untreated, death. What means red ribbon? This symbol anti-epidemical movement has created an artist, Frank Moore, in 1991, and you know he died of AIDS in 3 years after that. The red ribbon is the universal symbol of awareness and support for those living with HIV. So, where did HIV and AIDS come from? For the first time in the scientific literature has reported that in the USA found patients with lesions of the immune system, which is accompanied by a number of adverse diseases. Explorers of the virus were Luc Montagnier, France, in the left side, and Robert Gallo, USA, in the right side. In 1983, only 2 years after the detection of first causes of the diseases. So, next, please. Why chimpanzees? American scientists received that the final proof that the primary source of human immunodeficiency virus, which caused AIDS, were chimpanzees that lived in freedom. But where did chimpanzees get the virus? It appears that the 2 monkey viruses were acquired by chimpanzees by interspecies transmission, and when present simultaneously in the same chimpanzees, they recombined to a form that was not only infections for chimpanzees but was capable of spreading to humans. Where is treatment? Currently, there is no vaccine to prevent AIDS and effective drug therapies for this disease. The main problem of making medicines against AIDS is high developed HIV to change its structure. You should know that this disease transmitted through, first, sexual transmitted, second, during pregnancy. Russian translation is беременность, for your understanding. The third, childbirth with mother's milk. The fourth, when creating tattoos and piercing. The fifth, when injected into the blood donor injection.
Okay, may I ask a question right now?
Sure.
Once I met a French guy from France, and you know, we were discussing the reality of how people behave here. Like, for example, we try to give him a term for gopniki. Like sometimes you can get in a fight with people. And he was like, his reaction was, I would never get in a fight with a person, because if I injure myself and if my blood runs and if I have contacts with him, I don't know, he may have AIDS. And he especially, he told specifically about AIDS, like he was scared of being, of catching AIDS through the, like, having a fight. So is it correct? Can you get this disease if you fight with someone who has AIDS and if you injure yourself?
Yes, you was right that you said that these diseases can get the man through the blood. It's right, but you should understand that the fact from the blood to the blood, that's the real fact. So when you come to doctors, they wants to take your blood, and they takes some medical instruments to get to your arm or maybe to your hand, and when they contact with your blood and with medicine instrument, that's maybe the reason that will cause this disease. You understand? So next slide will be interesting to know that. Next slide, please. And one more please. Then we will return back. One more, please. One more. Yes, no, one more, please. Yep, one more. Stop. So, you should know that HIV is not transmitted through shaking hands, sharing nipper, eating, kissing, using public restrooms, toilets, through swimming pools, through mosquito bite, through sneezing, and etc. So,
what about going to hairdressers and cut your hair?
You should know that going to man who makes tattoos, it's much more possibilities to have this disease than to go to a hair maker. So now we're going to return to our page. So next, yep. Stop. Yep. Елена, first child. So you should understand that according to VSTO Health Organization, Всемирная организация здравоохранения, the risk of transmission of HIV infects from mother to child range from 20 till 45%. Next, please. So over the last 2 years, the number of people who acquired HIV through sexual activity has increased almost twice. Today, 45% of infections occur through unprotected sex. It's fact. So, another point, drug addiction. From the total number of HIV infected, drug addicts account for 88%. In Moldova, 45,000 young people with a dual diagnosis of HIV was drug addiction. 35% of HIV infections occur through a syringe, spritz, in Russian translation. So, now there are 3 main ways of transmission, HIV and AIDS. You should remember them. Let's begin. The first, through the blood, when using non-sterile syringes, spritze, blood transfusion. Next, during sexual contacts with an HIV-infected person. And the third, from HIV-infected mother to her child during pregnancy, беременность, childbirth and feeding, кормление молоком в данном случае. Next, please. So, you should know the signs of AIDS. The first sign is losing weight. So you will see on your body and if you see that your weight begin to be more, that you begin to lose weight, it's the first sign of AIDS. So the second, people feel constant fatigue, усталость в данном случае, long high temperature, increased sweating, потливость в данном случае, frequent diarrhea, observed dry cough and shortness of breath, light infections such as colds, простуда в данном случае, more serious and last considerably longer than usual. Next, that AIDS patients may begin pneumonia, colitis, gapes, fungal infection, грибковые инфекции в данном случае, in the mouth, throat, esophagus and rectum. And next, sign that AIDS patients